If you use Photoshop often, one of the most important things to learn is the difference between saving and exporting your work. In this video, I'm going to show you how to save and export in Photoshop the right way so you can keep your layers editable when you need to and create the best file format when you want to upload, share, or print your design. This is a super useful skill for beginners, designers, students, and anyone who wants to avoid losing work or creating the wrong file type. If this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software guides just like this. Now let's jump into Photoshop and walk through it step by step. First, let's talk about saving your file for later editing. This is the option you should use when your project is not finished yet, or when you want to come back later and continue working on layers, text, effects, and adjustments. To do that, go up to the top menu, click File, and then choose Save As. In some versions of Photoshop, you may also see Save a Copy, and that can work too depending on how the file is set up. When the Save window opens, look for the file format options and choose PSD. PSD is the recommended Photoshop format because it keeps everything editable. That means your layers stay intact, your text remains editable, and all your effects and adjustments are preserved exactly the way you created them. After selecting PSD, choose your folder location, give your file a name, and click Save. This is the best option whenever you are still working on a project and do not want to flatten or finalize anything yet. Now let's move on to exporting. Exporting is what you use when you want to share your design online, upload it somewhere, or save it in a format that other devices and apps can easily open. To export from Photoshop, go to File, then Export, and click Export As. This will open the export window where you can choose the format that best fits your project. If you are exporting a photo or a design where you want a smaller file size, JPEG is usually the best choice. If you need a transparent background, PNG is the better option, and if you are working with vector-style shapes, SVG can be useful as well. Once you pick the format, you can adjust the quality, change the size by editing the width and height, and preview how the final file will look. After everything looks good, click Export and save the file to your computer. Next, let's look at Save for Web, which is one of the best options if you want more control over file size. To find it, go to File, then Export, and choose Save for Web, sometimes labeled as Save for Web Legacy. This feature is especially helpful when you need a smaller file for websites, online forms, or uploads where exact file size matters. Inside this window, you can choose between JPEG and PNG formats, and you can adjust the quality slider to reduce the file size while still keeping the image looking good. One of the most useful things here is the file size preview in the bottom left corner because it lets you see exactly how large your export will be before you save it. That makes it much easier to balance quality and size. If you need to keep the file as small as possible, this is often the best method. So how do you know which option to use? It's actually very simple. If you want to keep editing later, save as PSD. If you want to upload or share your design, use Export As. And if you need exact control over file size, especially for websites or forms, use Save for Web. That quick rule can save you a lot of confusion and help you pick the right format every time. Before you finish, here's one important tip. Always think about what the file is for before you save it. If you save a finished design as a PSD when you really needed a JPEG or PNG, you may not be able to upload it properly. And if you export too early without keeping a PSD copy, you may lose the ability to edit layers later. So the best workflow is usually to keep one editable PSD version and then create exported versions as needed. That way, you always have a master file and a ready-to-use file. And that's it. Now you know how to save and export in Photoshop the smart way. You've learned when to use Save As, when to use Export As, and when to use Save for Web for better file size control. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next easy Photoshop guide. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.